I was born in a small rural town in New Zealand called Marston the Wairarapa, and I came from a very long established family business of nearly 100 years where everybody knew who we were. And I went to school, and I went to a private boys' school, and during that time my father, he was a flooring contractor, and he also started to teach me a trade. So I was very lucky and blessed, as my mother said. I was good with my hands and my head. So as I went to university, and I couldn't quite decide what I wanted to do in my first year. Well, I think they call it gap year here, but I did it at uni. And during that time I was also doing my trade to finance my way through, which was carpet laying, through university. And then I made a decision I had to do something with my life. So I went to Wellington and enrolled in law school. So I spent 4 years at law school, which was a very valuable experience. During that time I was also growing my contracting business and had staff going, and I was doing very, very well at it. And you know, I enjoyed the law. However, I thought I could always employ better lawyers than me, so I made another career change decision and decided to go back to my trade, and did that for some time. It wasn't until after the share market crash happened that a bit of reality bit, and that, oh, actually you can lose money in shares and you can lose money in property. But I then made a conscious career path that property was where my heart lay. And that's the path that I went down. I joined a property developer, and then I was also selling commercial real estate and leasing as well. So I went back to university as well, and did all my valuation and property management, became a qualified valuer. I went and did a lot of projects on my own for about 10 years. And then after a change of circumstances, I came to Australia in 2000. I came across an ad in the paper where it was a finance organisation that wanted someone with property skills to do finance. So I sent my CV in, the guy rang me that night, said come and see me, and went out and saw him, and he goes, you're hired. So that's where it sort of began, and that's where I made another career change, and I went into finance and did that for 7 years. You know, it's been an incredible journey with both starting off with a trade, then going into property, valuation, development, and then into finance, and just watching all the forces that can work out there, both for and against you. Why property had a baptism of fire. We were actually born out of the GFC as a result of that. So that was the beginning of it. Then I sort of looked at it and I said, well, okay, what mistakes have I seen others have made in the past, and how can I improve that? And I basically built a business model based on those principles and what I've learned coming from a small rural town and a family business. Why Property is effectively a consultancy business. We're not real estate agents. We're also a group of very highly skilled professionals in all different areas: accountancy, financial planning, mortgage brokerage, legal services, and also dealing with real estate agents. So we put together strategies for the investors to achieve their goals. My advice for people going into business for the first time is twofold. Firstly, Murphy's Law does exist. It's there for a reason. So if you can, factor it in. Secondly, it's never as bad as you think it is, and a situation might pop up. So sure, identify the downside, the upside, but don't get downhearted. It never actually pans out to be as bad as you think it could be. And most importantly, be realistic about your expectations. It's very easy to sit down and design a plan and do spreadsheets and cash flow, and we all know we can make numbers say what we want to do, but be realistic. And remember, there's a guy out there called Murphy, and he's not your friend. On the positive stride, you really need a strong belief in the vision of what you have. Then you need to be passionate in the pursuit of that vision. Being able to roll with the punches, be brave, be bold, and most importantly, be a shepherd, not a sheep. The people I respect are in two different areas. First of all, there's a political figure, Nelson Mandela. I mean, embodies everything I said, passionate about his vision, true to his vision, being bold, being brave, and sticking to his cause. The second person I really admire and respect is Steve Jobs. Most of the Western world know him as Steve Jobs. I believe that he had more impact on humanity than Henry Ford. Henry Ford mobilised the population. Steve Jobs, what he did, he actually revolutionised 5 different industries. He revolutionised not only computers, iPad, iPod, music, animation with films, and also retailing and fashion, how you lay out retail shops. The charities that I support and actively involved in now is called the Sydney Street Cafe. We go down on a Sunday night, we get a group of people, friends, business colleagues and associates, and we help and we feed the homeless. It is truly an interactive experience. It really does hit home. You also overcome the stigma. Everyone thinks a homeless person is a sort of type of person, but there's people there because of circumstances or things, and even not by choice. And I'm very active and passionate about that. My definition of success is twofold. First of all is the willingness and the ability to be a pain. Secondly is to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. A very wise man once told me, good is good, bad is good, all is good. It took me a long time to actually understand that. So to stay motivated, even when something bad happens or Murphy's Law strikes, I go, bad is good. It is correcting me back on the path and the way that I should be going. So embrace it. Embrace failure, learn from it. Good is good, bad is good, all is good.